Well, hello there guys and welcome to the stream. What's up Sonic Forces, everybody else? How are you guys doing today? So while people arrive, I will just casually start in and get some Love with the Battle Realm thingy done or something. What's up Devil Boy, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Let's quickly jump in here, finish like a quest up or something. And then we can start doing some dungeons, I guess. We're probably not gonna need anything but Corvus, so we're just gonna bring in Corvus, basically. There you go. What's up Justin, how are you doing? What's up Lorenzo? How's everybody? Guys, having a good or great weekend? Saturday evening. Tonight we have a couple of really good fights. I personally am definitely excited for Fury against Wilder rematch. That I typically don't watch too much of boxing, but that one I definitely want to see. And we also have UFC fight night, so Hooker against Felder, and there's another decent fight there. So that's gonna be quite interesting. What's up Samir? Boom, 10k medium crit fight done. Bit of an oracle. Yeah, that's true. Corvus can make a bad player look good, but as with any champion, there are some nuances and there are some tricks, and if you are familiar with how to play Corvus yourself, you're gonna quite quickly notice the better players from the worse ones. You can only make a player look good using Corvus if he's actually bad in front of other people who don't really play Corvus much. Because there are like a lot of things you can notice, like little tips and tricks and nuances, and how to preserve your glaive charges, or what attack rotations you use, or how often you strike opponent's block if you're gonna end up being short, and there are just like quite many of those things. How many points in parry I run? Always 3. Always 3. Why is it important? Because that damage reduction is very important as well, especially in kind of like higher end content. And obviously extended stand duration and all that is cool as well, but that is definitely important because of the damage, because only difference from your well-timed block to which is parry effectively, to your regular block is the parry mastery effectively. If you don't have parry active, and even if your block is well timed, you can take just as much damage as you would through your block normally. So parry mastery, the more you have, the less damage you take, less chip damage and stuff like that. So it's always courteous to pretty much run maxed out parry, in my opinion. You can get away with running 2 quite often, I think, but you're still gonna notice a difference. I'm one of those parry max kind of guys. For a while I did used to run only 2 in there, but... What's up Sonic, how are you doing? Wasn't I supposed to kind of like do a dungeon run with Devil Boy? I don't remember. Was I not? I think he had been asking me to run dungeons with him for a while. I'm not too sure. Well, he's here now, so he can answer for himself. One is dying quickly? Yeah. Quite. So, long day, we'll do a stream now, and then I must have a productive Sunday, man. I watched too much YouTube today. Is there such a thing? Yes, there is such thing as too much YouTube. You're a great player. How can I get 5-star shards and 4-star shards quickly? Play the game. Simple as that. There is no magic. There is no easy way out. The base idea is quite simple. Play the game as much as you can, and you're gonna get more resources. But this game, if anything, it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. It's not a game where you can just quickly hoppity hoppity hop and progress through insane levels in like a month or two. This game is a grind, man. This game is a grind. I know I'll be here for too long though. How to watch Real Madrid? Okay then, well then I'm not playing dungeons with you. If you want to do the dungeon, well, stupid here. If you want to do the run, we can do it now then. 9,999 fast touchdowns. Yeah, I've been there myself. It's quite funny. The first one I wanted to ask Devil Boy because he politely asked me in last stream to put a shit in or something like that. And he is always here, so tell me, Devil Boy, would you like to run a dungeon? Besides, nothing bad's gonna happen if you miss just a few minutes of the Real Madrid game. Real Madrid is like sucking recently anyways, isn't it? Okay then. The video of Luke's 6 stars is insane. Thanks, man. I just found it funny. And yeah, so that is about it. He sent us pictures in like a team chat earlier today. I just figured I bet somebody can get a good laugh out of it. Sub-Zero Frost Ninja, how are you doing? Oh, you're not online apparently. Is this you? Have you ever seen Citizen Kane? Citizen Kane, you mean? Ages ago. Pretty bad. My favorite chant, Quake. What's up, Tribute Gaming? That's other top on the table. Oh, just because Barcelona is sucking more. Okay, so invite me to a dungeon, you little Real Madrid wiener. Ooh, I have a TF. Do I have a science? I don't have a science champ. I want rank. Except maybe She-Hulk. She-Hulk's rank 4 though, so I can't rank. Rank 3. Decisions. I'll let it expire. Okay, now you're online. Invite to dungeon. There we go. Let's see what this little mouthy moderator on my channel is about. Can he play or will he get spanked in the dungeon? Do you think it's worth investing in Stand Your Ground Mastery? Not really, man. I don't know. Some people like it. I don't think it's anything too special. I know that 2 points in Stand Your Ground do really good for your PI though. So if you're into like arena and stuff, that's helpful. Other than that, I'm not the biggest fan of Stand Your Ground. Good thing about MCSC, no one can shit you or grief. What do you mean in a sense? Don't quite understand that. So pick your team, young man, and I'll adapt. Improvise, adapt, overcome. But yeah, okay, so I take it you're dealing with science? So I'm dealing with text, yeah? Is this accurate? I assume so. Okay, so if I'm dealing with Thex, I need like Suicide Masteries. Ooh, Chorus. I think standing ground is a good master because it allows you to resist them attacks. Well, the goal is not to get hit by those attacks, in my opinion, so I don't know. Okay, so if he's dealing with Science, I need to deal with Thex, so I need to look in Cosmic Direction. I need... Yeah. Why not? Why not, right? Thank you, Brawlwall. What else do I want to pick up when I'm dealing with Thex? It goes well with Suicides. Goes well with Suicides. Well, I suppose I can take Medusa, because there are some annoying robots. Chorus is gonna be like main popper. And so dungeons are over? Well, they're not. Evidently they're not, because we're here. And I'll just bring in random sentinel, I guess. Yeah, let's go sentinel. You gonna suck this time? We'll see. Let's enter the dungeon. I've been playing Variant 1 lately and I'm finding it easier with the new champions that have been released in the game, like Sans Doom thing. What do you think about the game? Doing a revisit? I'm sure it's quite a bit easier now. I would be surprised if it wasn't, but yeah. Revisit? I suppose it would be kind of interesting to try and do Variant 1 itemless. Okay, so I have Bane and Bulk Up or Perforate. Ooh. So I'm gonna deal with Bane and Bulk Up. Bring Hype? Wow. I'd save him with no Suicide Run, I guess. Besides, Chorus is gonna hag all the glory here anyways. Ooh, we get Avenger Charge. Exciting. Boom. Hello to Brazil. Well, hello there. What's up, Sunny? How are you doing? Why are you so slow? What's the burgers and french fries are for there? Huh? I wish I had a burger. Who's gonna give me a burger? My volume is a bit low. I'll sort it. Should be quite a bit better now. Hello, Comrade Atkins. Well, hello there. Thank you for letting me know, by the way. Is it better now? It should be better. Well, that didn't take long at all. The Cosmic 3-4 rank up Gem Medusa or Venom, or wait, Venom. I'd still go with Venom. Yeah, that is a big Corvus Glaive, man. It's a big one. Much better now. Wonderful, wonderful. It's because whenever I get somebody on call, I do need to mess about with some settings and things, and When Masteries, I don't know, I kind of experiment about, man. Bulk up and Bane again. Heal, reversal, and oscillate. I hate oscillate. I think I'm running like max physical resistance. I hardly can tell the difference though. Okay, T from California, and that sexy chorus. Well, hello to you from Manchester. That sounded shit. That sounds less impressive than California. Yes, Venom will be useful for variant 2 completion as well, 100%. Even unduped. That one variant 2 map is so crazy good. Okay, so here we need to remember that goal is to try and get him to evade first. Might be tricky because he's so weak. Yeah, Venom is extremely good for variant 2. Agreed. Stop %. Mojo is the sexiest champion in the game right now. Depends on your fetish, I guess. But hey, I'm not judging, man. Whoopsie. It's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's problematic. Whatever, I don't care, I'll just heal up. Got my mission, that's the main thing. Delboy getting a chance today for sure. That chorus is a beast. Yeah, that chorus is fairly juicy. The problem is you're not gonna get to heal much. Mojo and Longshot up there with best Mystic Champs. I wouldn't put Mojo anywhere close to the best Mystic Champs, but hey, they're not like awful, so. I think Longshot is gonna be somewhere in top 5. Say distance special lock 1, that's cool. Dismay and perforate. That's also not bad. I think I'm gonna go with that. So I can maybe get in a bit more willpower heal. But yeah, that chorus is so good to have for like daily AQ, man. I'm telling you. Alliance quests are just so much easier. Should I rank 5 Longshot or Claire? I think Claire overall is still gonna be a better champion, but I don't have like a 5 or 6 star Longshot, so I'm not entirely 100% certain. If I were you, I would probably just wait a bit, kind of test out the waters. And I guess what's gonna change in new dungeons? Probably new nodes, new opponents, new rewards. Hopefully something more though. Quite a lot they could change. The question is, what will they do? Do I buy special dungeon crystals? Yes, I do largely buy special dungeon crystals with my artifacts because they have some of the old exclusive champs that I don't have, or freshly released champions, like the, I don't know, Black Bolt now, and I think Daredevil, stuff like that. So I'm always trying to get those, just like, you know, because I don't have them. Oh, come on, he's gonna die before I reach level 1. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go, 96%, pretty much there. Can you sell any more? No. Can I ask you a question? You don't know Warlock rank 5. Warlock 100% for me personally anyways. If it's just new nodes, do you think developers would be that excited? I think there's just gonna be also some new rewards and some other stuff, but I don't know, man. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. How good is Medusa? Medusa is alright. Medusa isn't anything out of this world, but she has her uses. She's like a niche useful champion these days. Selling my name on tomorrow and getting back my generic awakening gem, so many stones. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do as well. I'm gonna sell my name and Call Obsidian. And the next KT versus KT race, when the next monthly EQ comes out. Do one a month. So at this point, 3 missions, easy peasy. Sadist, protective shielding, don't like it too much. Chaos and dash vulnerability, perfect. This is gonna be easy. Okay, it's my lucky day. I just pulled the 2 4-stars from Prem Crystals, Proxima and Captain America World War 2. Congratulations, man. Believe it or not, there was one time when Captain America World War 2 was a really, really strong meta champion. It's my favorite champion class, Science. Not even caring, just going for full combos with Corvus. Do I have Carl as a 5-star? Yes, as I have him as a 5-star duped and as a 6-star duped as well. Could you own? Could I own what? Could I do dungeons with you next? Maybe, we'll see. Let's see how long these last. Perhaps. I'll ask in the chat who's about then. I'm going to ask a question again. Like some question about my channel or myself or whatever. And then we're gonna see who answers it and do it like that. So block proficiency is near perfect when duped? Yes. When opponents have buffs, I think. If opponents have enough buffs, he has 100% perfect block. I think that's how it worked. Don't really remember. It's been a really long while since I used it. What's up, Amish? How are you doing? Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Wow, now I know what's wrong. Now he... What a jerk. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna heal back up, guys. It was like, shh, don't tell anyone. Man, that Corvus spoils you so much, I swear to God. Okay, the champion? The champion is special beefcake, yes. I don't think anybody particularly enjoys fighting champion. Any tips for someone moving from map 5 to map 6 IQ? There is no big difference, man. Just like read the nodes and make sure you're in a team or a group of players or whatever that logs in frequently enough. That's about it, man. Corsair Ghost? Ghost is better. For more stuff in game. I actually healed on that abomination. Weak. Shh. What do you mean weak? Am I running max suicide now? Well, yeah, how? 3 in liquid courage, 3 in double edge. Can do only... You're weak then. Why can you only do 1 more room, man? You suck. Stun immunity, recharge, buffet, heal reversal. Ooh. Okay, this might work out. That Chorus can take some hits, yeah. That Chorus is a beefcake, man. I'm telling you, it's so good for IQ. You can play half asleep and opponents still end up dead. That's like the biggest upside of him, because he's so easy. So when you play AQ like first time when you wake up or just before you go to bed and stuff like that, it doesn't matter if you mess up or something, because everything just dies anyways. Namor or Havoc, very confused between them too. Namor, if he's SIG 200, I think will have more uses. If the low SIG or unduped, Havoc, without a doubt. So it kind of depends how much you're ready to invest in those champions. Okay. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do the next dungeon run. With a unit refund from Parry, I popped 2 cow crystals and pulled 6 Night Thrasher. Congrats, John Ross, man. That's awesome. Easy peasy. That Koros is a bit of a cheat, in it. I mean, yeah. I'm quite hype and quite rank 4. I'm starting to use her as myself sometimes. But just that's the thing though. Just keep using her, practice her. The more you use her, the better you're gonna get with her. So there's no magic behind that. When is the first video on the comment your favorite champ series start? I'll probably try and make it tomorrow. If not, then Monday. Can Quake be used to take down the Collector with Black Widow synergy? Yes. Scotty Line coming in with a US dollar. Thank you so much, Scotty, man. It's always a pleasure to receive money, and it's always nice to see you about, which is the most important bit. So, how are you doing, Scotty, man? That top line looks lonely. Yeah, it sometimes gets lonely, but it's okay. I understand that my channel is not like the biggest one out there, so can't expect people to fill it up every time. So I'm just grateful whenever it does get filled. Start next dungeon room, you scrub. What's the best 4-star dungeon crystal? I do not know, I haven't seen them. I actually haven't looked at them. What are your favorite Marvel characters in comic movies? Iron Man and Spider-Man probably. I promise. I was a fairly mainstream mellow guy. I remember Iron Man cartoons when I was growing up, and I remember Spider-Man comics and cartoons. So that's what I like. I'm not ashamed of it, and that's about it then. Next Comrade review coming. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep making them though. I'll see. Hello, Dark Abyss, by the way. Always nice to catch one of my streams. Oh, always nice for when you catch one of my streams. Ooh, 7 armor breaks. Juicy. 8. Okay, I think I can have him. So I see you are doing dungeons. Well, I may or may not be doing dungeons. You may or may not be seeing it correct. Hey Brutan, I love your channel. Thank you very much, Pat. Himanshu Pant. It's a very specific name. Look at him logging there behind. But yeah, Horus definitely putting in some meaningful damage. Your channel is growing and I'm a big fan. Well, yeah, it is growing. Sometimes it grows quicker, some months it grows slower. Hasn't been the best month like last month overall, but I'm definitely happy it's moving forward, for sure, man. And I'm super grateful for how big it has gotten in a year. Your beard is finally growing back. Well, it was always growing back. It was never going to go anywhere for a long time. My beard is relentless. It's Indian name, but I love your tricks. Thanks, man. Okay, let's bash this dude in. I think he got disconnected mid-fight. No, he's just slow. So you have backup recovery, which you need to be careful about. So you have 40k Kang here. Okay, so his backup recovery was heal. That's still perfectly fine. Will I make it to level 2 this time? I mean, I doubt it, but I kind of made it. Kind of counted. Your beard makes you look like Ed Sheeran. Why would you say something like that? Teenage KT to adult KT, old man KT. Jesus Christ. I do not. Well, I mean, obviously we're all getting old, but see what happened? Somebody's getting punched there. I feel like a goopy after watching the whale. Video 262 Ha. Did you like that video, Enzo, man? People were so immediately kind of like harsh in comment section and dislikes. That video already has like 13 or 15 dislikes, and people are, am I supposed to feel sorry for him? It's like, no, it's a joke, chill out, like, you know, it's not the serious video, man. But like, oh, it's disgusting, people spend so much money, am I supposed to feel sorry for these whales or something like that? It's like, no, you're supposed to laugh, man. May I have a chance of playing Dungeons with you today? Maybe, if you can answer my tricky questions. I loved it. It is just one. Yeah, that's the point. Kind of, I found it funny because he posted those pictures in like in our alliance chat earlier today, and I figured like, hey, that would be funny. Kind of like I figured it to be, yeah. Because it's, you know, with one of those bittersweet things, you obviously don't feel funny for a guy who can afford all of that. But at the same time, you always cringe when you see like Sig 200 Iron Fist or something like that at the 6 star. So it's a mixed bag of feelings overall with just like a fun intent, man. It is okay, don't worry. Can I answer? But my champs are recharging now. No, this question is going to be specifically for people who want to play dungeons. But... oh, this is gonna... oh, we reached a friendship bonus. Perfect, we're gonna get a bonus friendship thingy. See? It was worth doing this one. Catch you later. Alright, see you, man. Already missed 25 minutes. Ah, stop whinging, man. Claim rewards, maybe later. Leave party, yes. So you stole privileged information for your own gain. Okay, Tita, for you to join for luck. Okay, so the question is, I'll type it in chat. only answer if you want to play dungeons with me. Katie, that was a compliment. Thank you, Sunny. Oh. 624. Do not go gentle node kicking my butt, bro. Help me with the championship. Do not go gentle. What was that node? I forgot. What did it do? Somebody answered Luigi. That's funny. Yeah, the real Berlin Flash. He was the first one to answer, so that's who am I gonna play with. Friendship bonus only. Let's talk about friend zoning, right? Okay, so where's my social? Yeah, the real Berlin Flash got it. I think I had you in my friends section, right? Still. Oh, there we go then. I answered but retracted. Way to work around the system. Fair enough. Okay, so which you're taking science? So I'm gonna deal with text again, yeah? So you have, what is it, rank 4 Quake and a 4-star Solar. What did that do not go gentle node did? I forgot, man. I'm serious. Oh, 624, the heavy attacks, man. I have made a video specifically for 624, man. It's a very tricky node, but there are decent options, and I have made a video specifically explaining how to be do not go gentle. Okay, so I'm gonna approach different strategy this time, I think. And in today's Hot Malmo in Akiri. I think I'm gonna go with Call Obsidian. And like a 4-star Nick Fury or a 5-star Nick Fury, and that's a bit too powerful though, so I'm gonna use a 4-star Nick Fury. Yeah, we're just gonna bank it on Cal, man. I'm gonna see how far we can get it with Cal. Maybe still God champ? Not really, man. I really thought it's an Italian dude called Luigi. Mamma mia, but fair enough. Backup recovery or redundant? We're gonna, but there we go. Nick Fury does not boost Cal. I don't care. It's not there for that, man. It's to heal him up continuously. What's up, Anthony, by this? What's up, Big Daddy? What's up, Jostro? Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, it's because of the suicides. Otherwise, my Cal would die like really quickly, man. Justin, so I did not mean to mock you or anything. Sorry, that was just by accident. But either way, that is the point, yes, because I need Nick Fury with Deadpool synergy to remove the bleed and keep healing up. But I didn't want to bring in like the big Nick Fury and the big Deadpools or Goldpools, stuff like that, because I can use them for some next runs or something. How long should I play to become uncollected? I started 1.5 months ago and I'm at level 52 in Act 4 now. It's not about time, man. Like, if you want, you can probably get uncollected in like a couple of weeks, or some people take a year. So it really depends on how much you play, how often you play, how well you play. You shouldn't put like any kind of pressure on, or timeline for yourself. Funny how UK people pronounce dupe like jupe. I don't even know. I removed the comment and I saw you had a dead ball. Oh, thanks, Justin. Yeah, that's because of that. Too good to say hi to me now. I see how it is. Yes, Tony, because you're old and nobody likes you. I bet your grandkids don't even like you very much anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everybody likes Tony. Sell my call because he wasn't duped at round 2. He can utilize those resources. Yeah, I'm gonna sell my call as well for sure, man. Without a doubt, I'm selling my call and Neymar. And I'm probably not ranking Cal back up. So that's alright, man. I hope it helps you out, man. Don't exactly remember what was in it, but I'm fairly confident that something in it had to make some sense. Sadist or perforate? We don't want perforate, so we're gonna go with sadist. Yeah, man, that call is gonna be a bit too OP for Dungeon 6. He can probably reach quite high rooms, man. Hopefully the difficulty picks up relatively quickly. Tony, Mamma Mia, everybody's... It's kind of funny because I have been watching a lot of Michael Francesi videos. Man, the dude is... And like some other things, so... I'm kind of like an Italian Cosa Nostra binge. How am I, and was my pizza nice? Yes, my pizza was quite enjoyable. And I'm better. Recorded a couple of videos. A couple of people got a bit bent over them, but it's funny. Hey, that's the thing I have realized. No matter what I say, there's gonna be always somebody who disagrees with me or that don't like it. So at some point, you just give up to try and like how people like those things. Yeah, Cal is for sure fun, but you hardly ever get to use him. That's like the problem. I want to watch Gotti next. I haven't seen Gotti yet. But yeah, Gotti is definitely the one I want to watch next. Misery loves company, bro, and people will argue, just argue. That's correct, man. In your opinion, I'm the most agreeable MCOC YouTuber? Well, I don't know about that. I say a lot of rash things that majority of the people don't really agree with. I need the boss. Oh, sorry, man. I thought you left it for me. Just for... in future, just go for the boss, man. Like, honestly, just go for the boss. Don't wait, just take all of them, unless I kind of mention something else. My bad. But yeah, definitely in future, just take the bosses straight away, without asking or telling me. It's Quake for the win. Well, you kind of had to Quake the Abomination anyways, I think. So, and then you can take the boss here now this time. Oh yeah, I definitely enjoy Michael's videos. And also, like, he's really kind of like charismatic, like, you know, the way he speaks is, there's just something different about it. Because when you watch some of those kind of like arrogant mafia stories like John Alt or whatever his name is and stuff like that, you just naturally kind of dislike those people and think like, yeah, they are kind of like mafia and stuff like that, but you just immediately dislike them or have some sort of guard up or fence up, or you find them disagreeable or something. But with Michael, it's different. When he tells them, you find him kind of like relatable and inspiring in a sense. And the way he answers the questions always is as well kind of like 9 times out of 10 he's not really gonna answer the question, but at the same time, even though you understand what he's doing, you're still enjoying the interview. You know? It's cool. Okay, so 1 heavy attack, 1 combo, and we're done. I like KT for the fact he tells as it is and doesn't sugarcoat shit or give everyone go their status before we even see 5-star videos in the champ like others do, which is okay for them. But yeah, I'm fairly cynical by nature, and that's part of the reason why I do that. I also feel like there always need to be a check and balance in place, and if I see people hyping somebody up, my natural instinct is to be cautious and try and slow it down. If I see that everybody is hating on a particular champion, my natural reaction would be try and find positives in that. Like, you know, kind of like purposely going against what most of the people kind of initially jump to, but only just so there is some sort of balance of information, I guess. I don't know what's the best way to explain, but that is just something happens like immediately. As soon as I see a review and somebody says like, that's god tier, that's insane, and my natural instinct goes, is it really though? Let's take a look. Or when somebody says, that's absolute garbage, it's gonna suck, nobody's gonna want this champion, and I'm like, is it that bad? kind of thing. I don't even know why, but it just is. Sopranos was, yeah, intense series, man. It's I mean, I actually haven't watched Sopranos in like a really long time though. Special lock 1. Special lock 1 will do. So, take on 2. No, I'm not looking for controversy on purpose. I just realize that whatever is perceived largely depends on how it's portrayed by the people who have platforms to portray these things. And in this game, just like a lot of different things in life, or politics or whatever, what's the best way to put it? Anybody can tell story any way they want, and if anybody has too much monopoly, or if there's only one side of the story ever covered, nobody arrives to correct conclusions, or even if they do arrive to the correct conclusions, they never get a full picture. I'm the kind of guy that's extremely cynical, and whenever I read a news article, I don't necessarily believe every single word that's written in that article. I try to focus on the things that definitely have happened, and then I try to find some cross examination articles and stuff like that, just to kind of like try and find small tidbits, small choices of words that are used differently to see how it actually seems. Like, it's difficult. It's part to do with the fact that I'm cynical and I hardly believe anything. It's also because of my work, because I manage people. And what you need to understand is that everybody makes mistakes and everybody lies, and people can misinform you even unintentionally. Even when you ask somebody, did you check this? They're gonna say, yeah, I checked this, is it correct? Yeah, it's correct. And then you check it and it's not. And when enough times something like that happens in your life, and I do that with myself, I double and triple check my own work often, because I know that mistakes can happen. And it's just like one of those things that you don't really put your faith in anybody else. Like, it's hard to put 100% faith and belief in yourself to begin with, that you never make a mistake and it's absolutely correct, and let alone other people. Quake OP, for sure, man. Everybody lies, for sure. Very rational man that sells shady units and has a big nose. For sure, man. Yeah, probably skeptical would be the correct word. You're right there. But yeah, in work, in like my private dealings with people, and with this game or this gaming company, I'm always very cynical, and I don't like to take anything at face value. Take down 2. But yeah, as a general rule, I just find it always interesting to try and approach subjects from different angles than most people do. Do you think 6.4 is coming out next month? I hope it is. I generally do hope it is. How far should you rank Man-Thing? Probably not very far, man. Only reason I took mine to rank 4 is that I find Man-Thing fun. Other than that, Man-Thing definitely isn't like an amazing or great champion. Man-Thing is fun. And that's about as you're gonna get out from me. Man-Thing is really fun to play. But even like Dr. Voodoo is better. It's like Man-Thing is another champion of missed opportunities, because the model is cool, the ideas there are good. What they should have done is probably give Man-Thing a couple more immunities. They should have made it so if opponent is poison immune, it places Incinerate instead. Level 3 should have some sort of Incinerate, and maybe level 2 as well. And some other like small bits that they could have added, kind of like as safeguards to make sure Man-Thing has more good matchups, stuff like that, and then Man-Thing would be really great. But currently, unfortunately, just like an alright champion. Do I think there will be 7-star champions? Eventually, probably, but we're quite out from that, I think. You can start talking about 7 stars when we can start taking 5 stars to rank 4, I think. Sorry, 6 stars to rank 4. In my opinion. Connection slow, no worry. How AW energy works? No, energy works for every single person exactly the same in AW. Why you might be thinking that other members got refilled faster than you is because if somebody follows you for the routes that you have already taken. They're not actually using the energy. Only the first person who like teleports or takes a fresh new path or whatever uses the energy. If you're already kind of following somebody's footsteps, then you're not actually using your energy. You are the exact opposite of Legacy. Almost every champ which surpasses general power level for him is beyond God tier beast, which deserves. I don't think I won't comment on it too much because I have gotten in quite a bit of trouble with that already, but yeah, it really pisses me off how... and I probably shouldn't be saying this on live stream, but I genuinely checked his CCP videos, and I think out of 12 or 15 thumbnails that I saw on his CCP feed for like new champions, I saw the word God or insane on 12 or 13 of them. So it was over, let's say, 90% of the champions that he made CCP videos of, there was the word God or insane used in the title. At that point, it's just lack of originality, man. Like, you know? But either way, he can make his videos, and I do like some of them, I disagree with some of them, and that's fine. I'm not trying to knock on the guy at all, whatsoever, so it's all good. How do I spend my day? Well, you mean today or in general? In general, I work, man. I know that, but even I, when we started at the same time, he had a different path and I came further than me. But again, who took the first step, man? Because Alliance energy refreshes at the same time for everybody. God, stun immune is hard with cake? Not really, man. I mean, stun immune is a bit more different, but it's not too bad. Just rank 5 my 5-star Colossus. He's a beast. I actually kind of think of ranking 5 my Colossus as well. You're now the only Quake. Well, good luck, man. Shots fired? No, I'm not shooting. Not trying to shoot at anyone. But it's quite evident, I mean, like, I would sense that champs work when you've already been duping 6 stars for so long. We shouldn't have already been getting 7-star shards. No, I don't. The same question should have been brought up with 4 stars and 5-star shards then, but eventually they just kind of turned it on. I think that's part of the content creator program for new champs. I don't know, I'm not in it. CBG auto fighting role Winter Soldier. I did not. Why are you not getting carried by Nemus in dungeons? Because I wouldn't... What's the best way to put it? I dare not even put the word Nemus in the same sentence as I would put the word dungeons when it comes in context with me. So no thank you. It's like thank you, no thank you. Linda, go home. Bane and Brawl. Or Rage and Power Reserve. I hate Rage, so I'm gonna deal with Bane and Brawl. Took 53 hits to win Wolverine in the Realm of Legends with Colossus. Oh, that's quite interesting. I think it would have been harder, man. What's my job? Boring. So, smack 1 heavy attack. Smack 1 combo and we're done. 7 hits. Well, Cal can still punch. Should I rank She-Hulk or still Spidey? I personally like She-Hulk more. Probably a bunch of people won't agree, but I think She-Hulk's better. What map of AQ should somebody who's Cavalier 500k rated with 2565 chance be doing? as high as you physically can, so you don't spend items on an average typical day. It doesn't matter whether you're Cavalier or not. It doesn't matter whether you have 1, 2, or 565s. What matters is how active you are and how well you play and which you can afford. It's quite similar to that. So it all depends on you. If you want, you can play map 7. It's just the way it is. Brawl, who cares, right? OP call. Where is my promos from before? Here we go. Cal is rolling. Yeah, when given the opportunity, Cal can do some interesting things for sure, man. What's up, Mighty Legend? The matchups are too short to die. Kind of, see, I'm still on full health, man, with Cal here, chilling. It's not really too tricky or difficult. What's up, Mini Raptor and Kyle? How are you guys doing? We're gonna wait this one out. So this is room 6 in dungeon 6. Wonderful. Friendship bonus, look at that. Level 2 buddy now. Do you want to keep on going or? Time to get passive. Get what? The skull need to be awakened to be great. It helps, kind of, I guess. I always mention work during the streams, but I don't recall you ever revealing what your job is. What's your job? I have revealed what my job is multiple times, man. I take care of things. And I make sure the job is done. Power there, perforate, heal low. Your first time in here? I highly doubt that. And I'm doing alright, not too bad, man. This month of MCOC is far from the most exciting. Yes, there have been more interesting months. If I Hitman, if I would be what you imply I am, then certain chubby, overgrown Canadians wouldn't be around anymore. So, no, that's not it. What's up, Robert? By the way, how are you doing? But yeah, these fights are quite quick with Carl here, no? It really does not take a long time to call it out. That's what they all say. Well, what do you expect me to say? Looking great today? Why, thank you. Okay, so time to wake up. Here fights get quicker, mine get slow. Do I have another dungeon lined up? Not really, no. I'm gonna ask a question again, and basically whoever answers it will do the dungeon with me. So that's about it. So I lost some health here, which is not the biggest deal, but the point is... Oh man, this is not good. Okay, that's better. This was a long fight, man. This was a long fight. What was it, like level 1 and a bit? I should have just dropped in another heavy once he started gaining armor buffs. That was my mistake though. I'm getting strong management vibes. That is fairly accurate. I do oversee some people, yes. I actually have been in charge of people, quite few people, since I was about 22. So for 7 years now, have, yeah, been in charge of different individuals. Our question, how to say combo for ray gun? Either quit before you die or make sure you have combo shield before you die, kind of thing. Or yeah, just force close the game as you would kind of die. Or not force close, pause and exit. Oh yeah, don't get hit and win the fight. That is typically also a good strategy. There we go, 93%. Hashtag blame legacy. You're a pimp? No, I'm not a pimp. Practice is a big element for sure. I'm not 30, I'm 29. I'm gonna be 30 later this year. I'm gonna be 30 in July. I don't think you're boss at McDonald's. No, I do not work in McDonald's, and I have never worked in any fast food or in fact any kind of like direct retail establishment. I have worked with some retail establishments, but not in kind of like first-hand basis, and I don't like dealing with too many people face to face. Warehouse and logistics, if I remember correctly. That would be fairly accurate, yes, you remember correctly. You can throw in operations in there as well. What's the meaning of Kiryu? It's actually a fairly kind of like silly thing. It's just a name of a TCG trading card game. Cards, basically. It was a monster in a game I played when I was about 12 to 14 years old. I started playing it, and I needed to register for like an online forum, and I didn't know what to use, because that was my first time in my life when I ever kind of like made an account anywhere. And so I picked that name, picked that card, which was like a black dragon. It wasn't even a good card, it just looked cool at the time, and so it stuck. So it's been with me for like 15 years now, that username. Were you at the NYCC? No, I haven't been to United States of America ever in my life. At this point. Look at Cal being a decent champion. Yeah, Cal can put in work, man. Computer guy? I do design some things on computer. And implement some work systems, and I do write some macros, and I make joint and interactive, I don't know, Excel sheets and databases and stuff like that. But no, not really. I'm not an IT guy. I have never studied IT and stuff like that. Anything I do, I have kind of picked up, and I just use it to make my actual job easier. You didn't sell my obsidian? I will do tomorrow probably. Stun immunity, minor aspect, death, bulk up. Well, it's quite easy actually, sure. Stun immunity, who cares? There we go. There we go. How to go again? Alright, see you, man. Do I work for Kebab? No. Hell no. How you watched my videos? You have a very likable personality, one of the most welcoming, my personal favorite MCOC content creator to watch. Why, thank you very much, Boris. Greatly appreciate, for sure. That's kind of ironical as well, because I do not particularly try to be pleasant or welcoming or nice, and that's also kind of like one of my traits at work. Everybody knows that I have like a sharp tongue, and I will pretty much always say something snarky or sarcastic, but people have come to grasp, like come to peace with that, and they kind of expect that from me, and everybody is just kind of like having a good time with that. Maybe you work with Tesla? No, I do not. I wish I would. I genuinely wish I would, because I do. What's the best way to put it? What is the best way to put it? Everybody likes to claim they do well unsupervised, so on and so forth, and they don't care, they always give their best, and so on and so forth. For me, it's not true. I can genuinely tell you that I always do best if there's somebody that I work for that I respect and kind of aspire for. Oh man, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done this. Because now I'm not gonna get the heal. Anyways, the point is, I was making a point there in the middle of the bad fight. The point is, I always do better if there's somebody I look up to in charge of me or around me. I think this is the last. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. We can conclude it. I messed up. Do you know Ebony was an actual girl's name? I did not, but I'm not surprised though. Oh, anyways, I missed the question there as well. What do you think about testable assembly lines? I do not have any intensive knowledge about them. So I probably should just skim over that question. Which company do I work for? It's not a large company, you will not have heard of it, therefore I will not even mention their name. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Oh, look at that. So, what is going to be the question? Do people at work know you're top MCOC player? No. My people at work wouldn't care. Also, it's not something I want to chat about too much, especially since I'm one of the younger people employed in my company and still in charge of the other people. As silly or childish it might seem, I do not want to reflect my work image with much of gaming, Xbox, and kind of like, you know, young people, teenager stuff. I typically keep that side more so to myself. I do obviously partake in discussing sporting events and movies, and I don't know, even Marvel movies and stuff like that, but this bit I do not share. So, by the way, only answer if you want to play dungeons with me. Rank 3 6-star champion I used earlier in the dungeon. That is correct, 30k units. Let me know your in-game name. Okay, hope you're doing well today. Yes, not too bad. Quite a decent day, can't complain overall. So, Mr. 30k units. What's your name in the game, and we can play some dungeons. Did my first path of LoL with Ghost the other day, congratulations. Fairly decent and meaningful milestone. I think that Labyrinth is a fairly unique experience every somewhat serious player should go through. To be honest, my run was kind of sloppy, but to be honest, it was still nice, man. I know the question, but I can't say it. The answer, I mean. I think here we had somebody answer it already. We do not have the second answer, though. Mad Dog HD. Well then, I have sent you thy friend request. Yeah, we did get a friendship bonus, man. Your A-gun doesn't say combo when you die, only if you get hit before you die without an active combo shield. Exactly. So, you either need to A, pause the game and exit the fight yourself, B, launch a heavy attack, or C, have a Proximus energy that's ready to activate when you're about to die. That's about it. Or you can win the fight and don't get hit. So, which side are you taking? Well, you're welcome, Berliner Flashman. Oh yeah, that might be another issue. Might also something to do with MSD still on. I asked the question earlier, but I think you might have gotten deleted chat by accident. Sure. Okay, sure. So if he's running tech, I'm running science. If I'm running science, I need to take care of a couple of things. Sod it. We'll just go there. We'll go there, guys. Right? We'll go there. I mean, I think it's probably like the last run anyways. Oh no, should I go that much overboard? I mean, this team would cover like everything. MSD still here? On the down low, quiet. No, I'm gonna do this, man. No. Again, science. Whatever. I'm just gonna do this. Have a bit of fun. Yeah, I'll do this now. Because I might decide to do a dungeon push stream tomorrow, and then I might want to Quake my rank 3 Nick Fury and Aegon as a team. So I can use my shitty 5-star maxed out Nick Fury. Yeah, Unduped would explain it now. I still have no tech 5-star, who should I wait for? Want most? Best tech 5-star is Ghost, so that's who you should want. Protective shielding, explosive personality, dismay or oscillate. So we're gonna deal with whatever that. What's my favorite alcoholic drink? I like a lot of them, you know. I do greatly enjoy a nice beer. Lager, typically, a light beer. Like Peroni, for instance. I do enjoy whiskey. Whiskey would probably be my favorite strong drink. When I was younger, I enjoyed vodka more so, but in recent years I enjoy whiskey more than I do vodka. I do not mind rum. Bourbon and cognac are decent as well. I'm not big on gin, I'm not big on wine, I'm not big on champagne. That about covers it. How come you don't get bugged? What do you mean? Apple juice for sure. Well, at that rank 3 6-stars you could reach a higher hit count though, because you'll get more hits, man. Anything that contains apple juice. That's fair, I guess. Okay, so video of 16.5, do not go gentle, you nailed it with Camp Beardo, and then I took my cap and the initial run, thanks man. You're welcome, man. Glad it helped you out. Join him all, it'll be like you streamed for hours. How do you grind dungeons? You just enter the dungeon and play the game. Why do people associate Russians with vodka? Because there is a large amount of truth. If you calculate it per capita, Russians are one of the highest consumers of vodka in the world, so there you go. Also, vodka is relatively easily homemade, or variations similar to vodka, around like Latvia and Russia and Eastern Europe, because it's made from potatoes quite often, or some form of grain that we do have. So a lot of people do it at home, so used to do it and stuff like that. I have like had homemade stuff. Because obviously the association is kind of unfair. It's not like Russian people immediately resort to drinking whenever and always. But fact of the matter is that more often than not, vodka would be the drink of the choice because of the cheap price point and accessibility. Well, next month give us nice rewards. I don't know, man. Hope so, but I don't know. Don't forget to say chocolate milk. I absolutely love chocolate milk. I love banana milk. I love strawberry milk. All of them flavor milks. What is BKSS at the bottom? It's written what it stands for, man. actually that BKSS comes from Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. I'll quickly explain history there. And the gaming company that was manufacturing the cards and who owned the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brand was called Konami. And that TCG game got fairly complex, and there were a lot of obviously situations and you needed to know certain rulings. And basically in that game it was kind of interesting because the highest official event judge was creating the rulebook, in a sense that whatever he ruled to be the correct answer then became an internationally accepted rule, unless it was officially kind of overruled at a later date by the company Konami. And there were often times when Konami made rulings in between card interactions that made absolutely no sense, and then when you were a certified judge in that game, you kind of needed to cite the source and know your literature basically as you were clearing the content. And that became one of the most kind of like known acronyms when some ruling didn't make sense, but it was just because the gaming company who created the game said that's how it's supposed to be. And that became known as BKSS rule. It was kind of softened, cleaned up version for BS rule. So they just kind of added BKSS because it was BS, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So that's the full story of BKSS. And luckily, obviously, since Kabam also starts with K, the same intention translates well to this game now. Kind of like why She-Hulk can't chain her heavy attack anymore, and why was it considered a bug? BKSS, because Kabam said so. Now, you know what I mean? You see where I'm coming from with this? In the future, parts are crystal worth doing just for Dr. Doom? Yes. It is worth doing because there's much higher chance of acquiring Dr. Doom. What's up, Wesken? How are you doing? The rewards still are not good enough. My expectations of Act 6 100% rewards will rank 4 6. No. You're not gonna get the rank 4 6 star from Act 6. 100%. Forget about it. Forget about it. I don't have duped Aegon or Nick Fury. Who do you recommend is a must? I don't know. It depends who you have. I don't remember that entire spot, man, though. Yes, Human Torch for Mordo, 100%, man. 100%. See who avoided that Electro's level 1 like a big boy? Because King Jong-un said so. Why can't we get 50 mil gold free every day? BKSS. Yeah, I see you guys. You guys are kind of getting the point. It's because Kabam said so. Or why there are no 5-star, I don't know, 5-star basic arena. BKSS? It's BKSS. Do you think I can go for this initial clear with rank 5 Aegon, Nick Fury and rank 4 Torch and Doom? Yes, 100%, man. Greg is the best counter for 65 Murder Boss. She's good, but I don't know if I'd say the best. The best counter for Murder Boss that I've personally found was Wasp. Wasp absolutely shredded that fight. Super simple, super easy. That was the easiest for me, at least personally. Why does Brexit mean Brexit? Because BJSS Boris Johnson said so. That's fair enough, good man. Making my first run at champion using Quake, Sim Supreme, Hood, Captain America, Infinity War, Return of Suicides. Yes. Points in MD, I'm not the expert. I believe 3 will do you fine. But Suicides is definitely off. Minimum requirements for Qualia? A set of balls and an answer to 615 crossbones. It's all you need. I have done that 6.1 run multiple times with rank 3 5 stars only. Only real thing that you need there is ability to get past crossbones. Because that is a pass-fail fight. Kinda. If you're able to kill that crossbones, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. But you will also need a set of testicles though. Have I seen that video of Johnson playing soccer? Yes. And it's football. Don't make me kill you. It's football. I detest the word soccer, to be fair. Absolutely cringe every time I hear it. I know majority of my viewer base is American, but it's football. What you guys got over there, it's called handegg, for me at least, because you don't play with the ball and you play with your hands. What the rest of the world calls football is actually football because it involves a ball and feet, so I can shut up and go home. Don't give me that soccer bullshit. What do you recommend for 626 no retreat path? Depends who you have available. I don't remember all of these paths on top of my head, but my biggest recommendation is kind of like just use strong hitting champions to chip him down to 10%, and the last 10% Captain America worked just fine for me. Oh, I forgot to read the node. But let's look on the bright side. He's about to be so dead. Oh, backup recovery. Scheißen. I'm German, so I have a problem with this distinction. So my last 5 stars were Hulkbuster, duped my Human Torch, Neymar from this monthly crystals, Aegon from the Dungeon Crystal, and Doom from the 15k. It's amazing. Shut up, man. Everybody hates you. I mean, that's not normal, that's not amazing. Why is champ like Neymar nerf, but Quake still kicks in everyone's balls because Kana said so? Hey, so you guys are gonna have a new thing now, BKSS? We're gonna have an inside joke now. We have completed thy room 3. Man, Captain Marvel does kill quite fast, doesn't she? Now, guys. I know you like to show off the fact that you know some German words, wunderbar. But if you carry on doing that, you're gonna get Auf Wiedersehen in a forceful manner, and then there's gonna be a little bit of Schadenfreude involved. Did you get me? Did you get me? Stun immunity, aspect of death, perforate and buffet. go back to English. You're damn right you will. It wasn't really a question or me asking whether you will. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Haha. Wonderful. Come on, 22. Not bad. Katie, do you think Force Human Torch can do my Mephisto fight and Abyss? Yes. I do believe so. I don't want KT1 with his Schadenfreude. I'm actually amazed you know that word, not time me out. So stay English. Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. Appreciate your cooperation. You weren't asking, you were politely requesting. That's... I would classify that as a fairly accurate statement, yes. He's so slow. What you fighting with? A fucking turtle? We need speed. We need more speed. We have Captain Marvel movie version, Nick Fury, Gold Pool. We can lay down some destruction. And then there is a... Yacht. There isn't a word in English for Schadenfreude? Yeah, that's correct. What time is it for me? It's 9:30 in the evening. I probably shouldn't be having Red Bull at this point, or Monster. Yes, definitely. Okay, I may or may not get a bit screwed over here, but stun immunity, right? So this is going to be annoying a bit, since I don't know how quick we're going to bring in the Nick himself. I actually didn't evade much. Well, up to now anyways. There we go. Sprechen ich... Nein. Ich spreche nicht. Okay, what would be the best way to put? Ja, ich spreche Deutsch, aber nicht sehr gut. Vergessen, ich habe... What is majority of my German, man? Like, I used to study German, but I hadn't realistically used it much after I finished school, so I mean, like, I would definitely need, like, an intensive refresher course. I can understand some German to a decent degree, and if I had some sort of rehash or just, like, an evening or two to refresh what I do know, grammar aside, like, proper grammar and, like, your times and pre-nouns, verbs, whatever, I could kind of like make my point in German, probably, yeah, but not entirely accurate, I'd say. That was always my biggest struggle with German, all these der, die, das, and how they changed and stuff like that. So, never really got it down. I just cheated in all the exams for that. It's my first language, it's Latvian. Latvian. Sveiki, labdien! Kā jums šodien klājas? Pateicos, ka pievienojāties manai straumei. Cerams, ka jūs izbaudīsiet šo ceļojumu kopā ar manīm. Special Lock 1 and Bane. Dash Vulnerability. Oh la la. Now I probably just scared a whole bunch of you. What's up, Ahmed? How are you doing? Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Easy money. Such a killer lady, man. I have no idea what you just said. You probably won't have unless you're Latvian. Teach me your ways. I was basically saying the things I typically say at the beginning of my stream, just in Latvian. Yes, Latvia is close to Gotland. Latvia is close to Sweden. I actually have been in Sweden technically for a few hours, kind of thing, because we did like a boat tram ride basically on. Is Blade still worth rank 5? I would not. High AW and map 7 IQ? No, not really, man. I mean, no, you see Blade being used now and then for stuff like Do You Bleed and a couple of other things, but not really now, man. There are definitely better champions. But yeah, Latvian language, like, it's relatively difficult to meet somebody who speaks Latvian, because there are only about 2 million people living in Latvia, and probably another 1 million or 1.5 million living abroad. So in total, there are probably under 4 million people who can speak the language. Definitely under 4 million people, in fact, I'd say. So it's a very small language on a global scale. Are you married? Just curious. Hey, do you see a finger here? Do you see a ring on these fingers? Do you see a ring on these fingers? No. I'm still... No, actually, I am living with my girlfriend. I have been together with my girlfriend for 5 years now. So, not quite would be the answer. Not quite married. Haven't made a baby here either yet. Didn't pop one in the oven, but you know, need to be careful these days. You can never know when something accidentally on purpose happens. Just saying. Daddy KT1. Wouldn't you like those series? Like me on YouTube changing a diaper. Okay, we're gonna finish this. Didn't you already do dungeons? Oh. I'm doing them now. No, I didn't. Like, I mean, when I started this stream, I hadn't completed my dungeon run for this set. Time to put the ring on your girlfriend? Maybe. If I become a big YouTube star and I can afford a nice ring and you super chat me a lot of money and all that good stuff. Realistically, unfortunately, me being a pragmatic person, so she, unless we can afford the excess, paying dozens of thousands of pounds for a wedding doesn't really make sense currently. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. No, okay, so I can be absolutely honest, and I haven't like probably mentioned this to too many people. My main goal is to make sure I can sustain myself at least to a basic decent level on YouTube with this direction on this channel that I'm doing, and then either try out a social channel or different sense of gaming channel, and like can open a second channel or a channel where I take it in a completely different direction and make it more about me, my views, my opinions, my outlook, my kind of like comments, analysis about things, or just try different games and stuff. But the point of it is I kind of want to make sure I can invest enough time in that kind of things. Currently I'm working full-time as well as do this in like evenings and weekends and stuff like that, so it's difficult to actually produce the type of content I actually feel good about myself, and I definitely wouldn't have time to try and create something more, if that makes sense. So want to make sure that this gets to a point where I can leave my work at least for a while and just try stuff and experiment and see where that takes me. One of my kind of like bigger aspirations in my young adult life is, before I get old and I don't know, broken down by life, you could say, I want to try working for myself. I don't want to be employed. In fact, my kind of like resolution for this year was not to be employed by end of the year. So I want to see whether I can make that happen, and I want to see whether I can do something with it if I do make it happen. So one day at a time, but obviously I do want to try out different things and, you know. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta do me like that? Why would I super chat you? PayPal's more money. Yeah, true. PayPal is more money. PayPal is much better. PayPal is always better. Do 100% rather watch you for you, not really the content. You have a lot of charisma, better than watching. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So what do you want to start, like which kind of business? I thought I explained that. That would be with YouTube for now. Because believe it or not, if you are a content creator on YouTube, you are technically a self-employed person. And that means that nobody tells you when you should go to work, when you should wake up, when you should upload, what you should upload, so on and so forth. And I want to see if I would have enough self-discipline to make it work. Because quite often, like, you know, when you're depressed, when you feel down, when something's not going your way, one thing that maintains order in your life is work, is the fact that you have to get out of the bed in the morning because you don't have a choice. And so it's relatively easy to function as a human if you have a set amount of responsibilities on your shoulders daily that you cannot ignore. If you, however, are not employed, but you work for yourself, with yourself, on yourself, and kind of like everything you do is realistically decided and determined by you, and not by like your employment contract or whatever, then it's a different aspect of yourself that needs to be pushed and pressed to go forward. What's up, Algorist? Congratulations doing your first LOL path, man. Beast. How did it go? Who did you use? Ooh, Scheißen verduchen. Only 15 charges, forgot. Don't really wanna. Okay, let's go aggressive now. Boom, 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 boom. Do maximum damage, minimum effort. There we go. Wonderful. Man, Cap Marl can be so good. It's crazy. But yeah, Agorist, who did you use in your first LoL path today? You need to make more money. Have your videos like Seasoners with mid-roll ads. I do have mid-roll ads as well, man. If mid-roll ads, you need to have video past 10 minutes, man. But it's okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, sponsorship is a different kind of subject, man. You need to be bigger channel to get sponsored and stuff. What's up, Teddy? How you doing? Use the team you suggested, Aegon with Nick Fury, Quake, Deadpool, and Proxima. I always use saved items, no units. Awesome, man. Congrats. Great job. Did you have any struggle particular fights, or it just went fairly neat and good overall? Ooh, we're mates now. Time to make a decision. Okay, let's make the decision. Explosive personality, brawl, minor aspect of death. Oscillator. Oh, you bastards. Explosive personality, brawl, minor aspect of death. I'm just gonna deal with the heal reversal stuff. Why not? Don't care. Use the revives overall for Maestro. Nice job, man. Not bad, not bad. Aegon makes it amazingly easy compared to how it was. Trust me on that. Oh shit. The one champion I didn't want to see. One champion I never want to see. Oh, there is a trick I can use. There we go. Next fight, it's gonna be brilliant. Genius. Ingenious, genius. Because if I start with 25 charges, I'm not gonna get the Nick Fury's regen, because I'm gonna start it's gonna work out, so I'm not gonna degen that from. That's gonna be good. Good. Is Grandmaster free for all Sunday quest? What if you want a catalyst? I don't think it's worth it, man, honestly. I don't think. And yeah, I hate Oslo, man. Yeah, magic is easy with Aegon as well, because whenever you crit, opponent has 0 ability accuracy, so on and so forth, so you can relatively easily get it destroyed. Definitely with Aegon, magic's easy. I remember doing magic with Starlord, man. That was not a happy time. Look at that, we're in room 7 on Dungeon 7, it's not going too bad, man. Neat. Like, lively and all that. Yeah, for Labyrinth you don't really need a super high signature level with Aegon, man. The only problem with Captain Marvel is that she destroys her opponents so quick that I ended up drinking much more Lucozade and Monster Energy drinks than I typically would, because I have too much spare time, and I need to do something in my spare time, so... I do not think they will nerf Aegon, no. Hey Katie, can I join dungeons? No, because I'm gonna be finished with the stream after this run. I have been already live for 2 hours. It's nearly 10 PM here, and I think we're about closing in on being done. What's up, Mr. Mad Dog? Oh. Timed out. Ouch. You see what I'm talking about? Somebody's timing that out. And yeah. Against Combo Shield has been bugged for 2 months now. Yeah, I know, but it's just one of those things we do not really talk about because we like that. It's good. We like that, so we do not really mention it anywhere ever. Alright, just like 3 rooms. Sorry, man. No, I'm not gonna stay out for more runs. Later, Scotty Lang. Thank you very much for your super chat, and as always, it was a pleasure. Hope you're having a good day. And we have Oscillator done. So now we should not have that heal. We should not be heal reversing anything at the moment. Perfect. Wonderful. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, man. Oh, I'm gonna be so screwed. It didn't even happen while I was indestructible. Oh, I'm gonna be dead. I'm so dead. Yep. That happens when you lose attention. So now I actually need to start reading the notes. Now we actually need to start reading the notes. Heal reversion redone. Oh, it was because of that redundant determination, man. Anyways, I'm just gonna go in with this guy. Luckily, I already said it was the last room, so I did it on purpose. Blade still good for Act 5? Yes, of course. Act 5 Blade is still insanely great, man. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Blade in Act 5. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. Whoa. That should it work that way? Should it? I don't feel it was fair because it said I don't think it should have happened that way. At the very least, I should have had all my buffs removed from me. And, well, that quite frankly be it. Right? Oh man, I messed up. This is a horrible idea. Oh well. Oh well. I got owned by the end of the video. You see Brian Grand Close video? No. Owned. I'm not reviving. We're just gonna casually quit the dungeon. Got our points already. Got our points, got our fun. It's all done and dusted, and we sucked. Here we have. We can open some map 7 crystals before we finish. Ooh, look at that, 400 5-star shards as well. Can pop 2 of these open. Worthless. And 3 of these. What do you like? No, I'm done. The stream is pretty much over at this point. Ooh, I found a tier 12. Wunderbar. Auf Wiedersehen, meine Freunde. Yeah, we'll be done for today. Huge thank you to everybody who was hanging out with me today. You guys are awesome. But the stream is going to be over for today because I need to catch some rest and spend some time with my girlfriend. So, once again, a huge thank you. Do not forget to hit that like button. Do not to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And all in all, I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday night. Watch Wilder vs Fury, watch Felder vs Hooker. Should be good fights. And yeah, see ya.